Hello and welcome back. This is Sarah's Creative Solutions by Backyard Art. Today we are making a portrait bust of a child's head. Roll the clay to 5 centimeters thick. I use plastic sheet rolling pin and I move it around so that I can gauge the size of the slab. I have more control over the slab size and thickness and shape doing it this way. I find it easier to use the plastic because then it enables me to turn the clay round as I roll. Doing it this way enables me to control the shape and size of the slab. I also use rubber bands on my rolling pin which are 5 centimeters thick. This determines the thickness of my clay. You can use wooden bats instead. On this template we're going to use today, there are some important points to consider. For the printing out of the template, you will need to print out an extra 2 pages. On the template you will notice there are 2 different sets of patterns. One's in black and one's in red, so you're going to need an extra page of each. Once I have the desired size of slab of clay, I then lay out the template and I use my needle tool to cut round each piece, making sure to highlight any design that are on the template. At the moment we are just doing the base neck. Make sure you mark out 1 and 2 on these neck pieces. Another reason to keep the plastic underneath the clay as you're cutting out the parts is to ensure that the clay parts don't stick to the board, because as you try to release them from the board the clay can distort and lose its shape, and it's important to get the shape correct for the build to be successful. So here you can see the parts, so it's base, lower neck and upper neck, and this is the video that we're concentrating on today, assembling these parts. I would advise for you to watch all of the videos regarding this sculpture and the template, as I'm going to do it in sections. So it'll be the assembling the neck, which is the one you're watching now, and then there'll be assembling the head and then putting the 2 together, and then I'll even add sculptural detail. So it's important that you watch all of the videos so you understand how the template works. But also the clay parts all have to be rolled out on the same day, so the neck and the head and anything else all needs to be rolled out on the same day, so the drying time is the same. And here you can see 1 and 1 and 2 and 2 go together, and that's how they're assembled. So those 2 parts have to be attached first. Here I am scoring the surface of the clay. You do this by scratching the surface of the clay. I use a serrated kidney. Once you have finished, shape and position the parts like this and allow to firm up for an hour. Now it's time to assemble, so we're going to use thick slip. There is a video on my YouTube channel showing you how I make the thick slip, but basically it's crushed dried out clay and then water added. I normally keep mine in a jar and then apply a thin layer on each side that's been scored. I use the plastic sheet underneath the base at this stage. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but it just ensures nothing sticks to the board while it firms up. So here I'm adding the lower neck strips to the base. Once attached, blend in using your fingers or tools. With using plastic underneath, it makes it easy to turn the base over to make sure that you've got a nice secure fit and fill in any gaps. I use thick slip to fill in any gaps and blend in. This is the upper neck I'm assembling now, and make sure you attach 2 with 2 and 1 with 1 to ensure a good fit. Try the 2 halves together first to ensure that they are the right position and shape, and then score and slip as you've done the rest. Before you fill in any of the gaps that you can see in the video here, just test that the upper neck fits the lower base before you attach, and then go ahead and fill in any gaps that are showing, smooth it out and make sure it's nice and tidy before you actually attach it to the base. At this point in the video, I have left it standing for about an hour before I've started filling in any of the gaps and attaching it to the base. Obviously, a couple of things: make sure all the inside joins are blended before you attach to the base, but also put a hole in for the airflow. Adding a hole in the base allows airflow through to the head and neck, and that allows you to let the clay dry out evenly, but also stops any cracks or explosions in the kiln. I also add a hole at the top of the neck later on. This allows the airflow from the neck into the head. So at this stage I'm attaching it to the base. I've ensured all the joins on the inside are smooth and firmly fixed, so now I can carry on blending out the cracks and the gaps on the outside. So once you've blended and everything's nice and smooth and you like the shape of the neck, wrap up with the cling film underneath the base and leave to firm up. And you must do this all on the same day as you're building the head. So don't forget, earlier on I said that you needed to roll out the clay for the head and the neck and any other parts that are included in the template, so that the drying out time is the same. So I'd like to say thank you for watching this video. If you would like any details, links to my shop or other templates that I've got, then it will be in the video description below. You will need these video instructions for any future builds using my templates, so don't forget to click subscribe, as this puts it in your viewing list. Bye now!